I'll Silver!
A fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty Hi-Yo Silver, the Lone Ranger. With his faithful Indian companion Tonto, the daring and resourceful masked rider of the plains led the fight for law and order in the early western United States. Nowhere in the pages of history can one find a greater champion of justice. Return with us now to those thrilling days of yesteryear. From out of the past come the thundering hoofbeats of a great horse, Silver. The Lone Ranger rides again.
Come on, Silver. Let's go, big fellow. I'll Silver! Hoy!
It was time for the stage to pull into the cattle town of Tabletop. As usual, the boardwalk in front of the Wells Fargo office was jammed with city-bound travelers and Main Street loafers. The Lone Ranger, disguised as a ranch owner from the east, stood with Tonto on the fringe of the crowd. He was waiting to meet Dan Reed, his young nephew.
Kimasabi, look, here's sale bill on wall.
Yes, a sheriff's sale. He's selling the old county jail at auction tomorrow.
Tabletop must be plenty quiet if sheriff sell jail.
They built a new jail, Tonto.
Oh.
Howdy, stranger.
Howdy.
Thinking of buying the old pokey?
I haven't given it much thought.
Won't bring more than $10, $15, for my name ain't Sam McCoy.
Somebody could use it for a blacksmith shop, Sam.
Mister, it ought to be preserved. It's historical, that's what it is. I live there. Sort of take care of things.
Yes, the West should save its landmarks.
This here old jailhouse of ours has had some right famous bad men in it. Yes, sirree.
Bad men?
Ever hear of Matt Harper back east, mister? Well, he was locked up there till the mob took him out and hung him high and handsome on yonder sycamore.
I've read about the Harper gang.
Was 6 years ago come roundup time happened. I was right in it.
Well, that's interesting.
Matt and his brother, Cash Harper, and two other hombres took $30,000 from that bank across the street there. See it?
Yes, I see it, Sam.
Us tabletoppers was a-laying for 'em when they come out. 4 of us got plugged, but we smoked down the 2 wild hoots who was with the Harper boys.
Here comes the stage.
Yep, the Harpers got out of town with Matt still carrying the money.
There's Dan on top of stage.
Us possemen caught Matt later, but we didn't get the loot.
Oh?
Matt must have passed it on to his brother.
Who?
Matt passed it on to his brother, I say. We didn't get the loot.
Me can't get it. Me get it.
Hello, Dan.
Hello there. Hey. Gosh, it's good to see you.
Did you have a good trip?
Nothing special, but there was a jailbird on the stage. He's crossing the street right now.
How do you know he was in jail, Dan?
We took one of his boots off, and I saw his leg. He's been wearing a ball and chain.
Wonder why he came here. You go to the hotel, Dan. I'll join you there after Todd and I see where the convict goes.
The man who had been Dan's fellow passenger limped slowly down the street to the office of Thaddeus Todd, counselor at law. The door was locked, and he learned from a bystander that Todd was at his home beyond the edge of town. It was dusk when he started in that direction. The Lone Ranger and Tonto paused long enough for the masked man to dispose of his disguise and put on his mask. In the meantime, the pale man who limped arrived at Todd's home, a small place where the stingy lawyer lived alone.
Hello, Todd.
Well, what is it? What do you want here?
Me and my brother Matt used to hire you for our law shark.
Are you Cash Hopper?
I'm not his ghost, Thad.
What are you doing in Tabletop? They're still looking for you.
You didn't recognize me, so I guess nobody else can.
What do you want? A loan?
I'm looking for $30,000.
Cash, you're crazy. You think I...
Shut up, you fool. This is no hold-up. Money I'm talking about is what the gang took from the bank.
I thought you got away with it.
I didn't get away with anything but my skin. Got out of the state stealing horses as I went. Over in Colorado, they tagged me for that.
So you've been in prison since the bank robbery?
I did 6 years at the Canyon City pen under another name. I just got out.
You were lucky they didn't identify you.
That's not the point. Matt had that swag when I left him. It was gone when they caught him.
What's the answer?
He buried it out there in the hills.
Where it'll never be found. The fool. Why didn't he tell me where he put it?
So you could grab it, hmm?
Probably the pack rats have got it now.
Look, Thad. Me and Matt was like these two fingers.
That close, eh?
I think he fixed it somehow so as I could find that money.
What brotherly love.
It might have hit a map or something in the jailhouse.
So that's why you're here.
Sure. I read in a Denver paper about the jail being up for sale.
They're selling it in the morning.
Well, I'm broke, Thad. I want you to bid it in.
You do?
We'll tear the thing apart.
I'm not buying jail houses nor gold bricks either.
Now, wait a minute, Thad. You was Matt's lawyer when the mob got him.
I saw him just before they broke down the jail doors. If that's any satisfaction to you.
Well, he must have left some word for me. What was it?
A message? No. All he said was, Thad, if you ever hear from Cash, tell him I was still laughing about the French count.
French count?
What was he referring to?
Nothing but a joke. There's a foreign dude on a stage we held up. Matt took and tied him on one of the coach horses before we stampeded him.
Matt had a great sense of humor.
He was smart. He wasn't thinking about that dressed-up Frenchie when the mob came. He lifted a watch off this count. Always carried it afterward.
Well, it wasn't amongst the things the sheriff took away from him.
And he got rid of his watch in jail.
That must be it, Cash. The watch will tell us where to look.
So now you want to throw in with me, hmm?
Of course. You can stay here with me.
Yeah. Rustle up some grub. First, I'll take that rifle standing there in the corner.
It's the only gun in the house.
Well, I got it now. Say, what are you doing with that knife?
Now, don't shoot. I'm just opening a can of beans.
Open it then and drop the knife. Make some coffee, too.
Glad to oblige.
Now that I got your fangs pulled, I'll just sit here and see if a lost shark is as good at cooking up a dirty meal as he is a dirty deal.
More coffee, Cash.
That stuff was worse than what we got in jail.
It tasted all right to me, eh?
Hey, I'm not feeling right. You sneaking sidewinder, if you've poisoned
Poisoned you? How could I?
Give me that can of milk. Get me some whiskey.
I'll get it.
No, don't move or I'll drill you. Just show me where.
Too bad, Cash.
I can't get up. Coffee.
Had wolf poison in it. I figured you were like a wolf. Smart about traps and guns. Dumb about eating.
I'm taking you along, you...
That was close. But the rifle's empty now. Well, Cash, you're cashing in, is it?
You nearly got you, Todd.
Masked, you're one of his gang.
This man not dead
Hey,
yet.
don't shoot. Listen to me.
Be quiet. He's trying to talk.
You man in mask. I'm an owl hoot, too. I'm Cash Harper. Kill that lost shark for me.
Tonto, get hot water. We'll try to save him.
No, it's too late. Too late. Listen to me. Lawyer, he poisoned me. Wanted everything. Watch. Coat of arms.
Dead. Well, Lawyer Todd.
Don't kill me. Let me explain.
I'm not an outlaw.
You heard what he said. He's Cash Harper, the bank robber.
You murdered him.
It isn't murder to kill a desperado with a price on his head.
What did he mean when he spoke about a coat of arms?
Your guess is as good as mine.
You'll see me again. Come on, Tonto.
The next morning, the Lone Ranger, again disguised as a newcomer from the east, entered the office of Sheriff Tom Wilson in the new county jail. He halted just inside the door and surveyed the room. It was crowded with citizens and officials who had heard of Cash Harper's strange death and now awaited the sheriff's decision in the matter of the reward. Lawyer Todd was presenting his claim.
Sheriff Wilson, you have the body. You know it's Harper's.
The dead man's left ear is notched. It's Cash, all right.
I claim the reward.
It's against my principles to pay anyone for giving poison to a man, outlaw or not.
It was his life or mine. Besides, the reward notice says dead or alive.
Lawyer Todd, I'd like to know what Harper came back here for.
That's immaterial.
Another thing. Where'd he hide after the bank robbery?
I can answer that, Sheriff Wilson.
Step up and explain yourself, stranger.
Let the gentleman get through.
Cash Harper was in prison under another name.
You sure of that?
There are marks of leg irons on his ankles. Passenger who rode on the stage with him saw them.
We don't like meddling strangers in tabletop.
I suggest that you delay paying the reward until you establish where Harper served time.
What good will that do?
Well, some of his fellow convicts may know why he came here.
I'll look into it. The hearing's adjourned.
Wilson, I'll sue you. I'll sue the county.
Todd, the hearing's over. It's time for me to sell the old jail.
Come on, everybody. Sale's going to start.
In the meantime, Dan Reed had been inspecting the interior of the abandoned jailhouse at the invitation of old Sam McCoy. The boy and the aged derelict could see Tonto through the barred windows. The Indian was secretly watching two heavily armed men who had dismounted in front of Lawyer Todd's office.
So, your name's Dan, eh? And that Injun is your friend?
Of course he is, Sam.
This here cell is where I sleep. The locks are plenty stout, but the keys got lost years ago, so I can't use them. Go ahead, son.
Do you mind if I see how this cell door works?
No. That cell right next there is my library. I got a lamp, a chair, and 4 books, not counting last year's mail order catalog.
This door's stuck. I shut myself in.
What? Thunderation. Never did that before. Why, say, listen. The boys are gathering in for the auction.
Don't bother about me, Sam. I'll manage to open this thing.
I hate to leave you, son, but I got to go to the auction and bid. Somebody might buy the place from right over my head.
The curtain falls on the first act of our Lone Ranger story. Before the next exciting scenes, please permit us to pause for just a few moments. Now to continue our story. A boisterous crowd filled the yard and sidewalk. At Sam's appearance, there was a roar of welcome.
Hey, Sheriff! You going to sell Sam along with the jail? Sheriff, I aim to big this building in. I've been saving up what I earned, swamping out saloons and currying horses.
I hope you're a high man, Sam. Now, gents, quiet. Quiet! By order of the county commissioners, I'm offering this here piece of public property for sale. The hombre who ups the ante last gets a lock, stock, and barrel.
I'll get a plug dime.
Now, gents, Sam McCoy's been roosting here. He's going to bid for this dump. I don't reckon anyone else will.
I won't go against Sam.
Give me an offer of $1, Sam.
$1.
I bid $5, Sheriff.
Lawyer Todd bids $5.
Well, Sheriff, I bid what I got in my sack. $16.
Guess that ought to buy it.
I bid $50 just to stop this nonsense.
What do you want to do that for, Todd?
I don't have to tell you that.
Well, Sam, I guess I'll have to knock it off to Todd.
Doggone it all.
Here's the money, Sheriff.
Just a minute, Todd. You can't have immediate possession. Sam's a renter. You've got to get an eviction order.
You mean you'll give him 30 days to make it?
I will, sure as shooting.
Gosh, Sam, it's too bad you lost Todd.
Well, Dan, how'd you break out of the old jail?
I'll show you later. Is the sale over?
All over. Yep, it's all over.
The Lone Ranger, who had been watching the auction from a point of vantage, saw Dan leave the old jail and began circling around the crowd in an effort to meet him. As he reached the comparative freedom of the street, two men closed in on him, clapped him on the back in a friendly fashion, and locked his arms in theirs.
Come along, mister. Me and Happy like your company.
Yep, me and Bull sure do.
Let go of my arms.
Us two don't draw unless we shoot. So don't make us draw.
What do you want me to do?
You walk straight ahead or die in your tracks.
Yep, right in your tracks.
Disguised as an Easterner, the Lone Ranger made no resistance when two of Lawyer Todd's men put him on the stagecoach and warned him to stay away from Tabletop. But he didn't travel far. He left the stage as soon as the big Butterfield was out of town and waited on the trail for Tonto to join him, leading Silver.
Oh, Scout. Oh, feller. Oh, feller.
Good for you, Tonto. Give me a hand with the saddlebags, will you?
You see your signal. Me know what you mean.
Trying to get back into my riding clothes and the mask. Well, where's Dan?
Well, him wait for us near town.
Tonto, Lawyer Todd is after something in connection with the old jail. He killed Cash Harper to get it, and he may try to kill Sam McCoy to get him out of the way.
What him want?
That's what we're going to try to find out. We're going to have to move fast. It'll soon be dark.
It was after dark when Bull and Happy, acting on orders from Lawyer Todd, made their stealthy approach toward the old jail. An old oil lamp burned on the floor of the outer room. By the dim yellow light, the intruders could see old Sam McCoy asleep beyond the barred door.
Door's locked. It can't be. There's been no key turned in that lock for years.
Then it's jammed.
Todd says the old man's got to be killed. How about shooting through the bars?
Can't risk the noise. Townsman would hear it. Besides, Sam's death's got to look accidental.
What's the matter, Bull?
I hear someone outside.
There, look.
Come out with your hands up.
He's masked.
I'll get him. Put out that light.
I dropped the lamp. It's starting to fire.
We got to get out of here.
Follow me out this window.
Bull, wait for me.
We want you.
Let me go. I'll be burned. This place will burn like kindling.
Where are the fellas out that window?
Let me go get her.
Never mind him. Hang on to this one.
No, let me go, I tell you. Let me get out of here. That fire.
Hang on to him, Tonto.
Fire out of control already.
Yes, I know it is. We've got to get Sam. Sam McCoy, where are you?
I'm in here. I can't get out.
What's wrong with that door?
The lock is jammed. Get me out of the smoke.
I saw one of them go out the window in the back.
Dan, you get out of here.
What about you and Sam?
Lock on this door is jammed.
Dan, Stan, the same thing happened when you was in here. How'd you get out?
I hit the lock with a loose stone. There was only one stone in the whole place.
Well, here it is. I'll pass it through the bars.
I've got it.
Tonto, get that crook out of here.
If I can only find the right place to hit the lock.
Tonto dragged his prisoner out of the smoke-filled building, while the Lone Ranger and Dan worked with frenzied speed to get the cell door open before smoke from the flaming litter on the floor overcame them. Bull had escaped by the rear window. He made his way directly to the home of lawyer Thaddeus Todd with one arm useless.
You gotta hide me. You hear that, Todd? You gotta hide me.
What happened to you, boy?
Masked man. He caught me and Happy at the jail.
Did you get Sam McCoy?
No. He shut up in the jail and it's on fire.
On fire?
Happy dropped the lamp and all the litter on the floor.
You mean to say the jail's on fire?
Look out the window, see for yourself.
The watch. You bungling idiot. There was a watch hidden in that jail. By now it's melted to nothing.
You better think about something else. Happy didn't get away.
He's probably captured. He'll talk. That masked man may come here.
What do we do?
I see you've lost your gun.
I dropped it when the bullet got my arm.
I have a gun right here, Bull.
Let's have it.
You're going to get it, Bull. Yes. You're going to get it.
You mean?
You failed me.
But, hey, wait.
I'm erasing all my connections with you and Happy.
Hold on. You can't get away with killing me.
Why not? You're a professional gunman. You came here wounded, seeking legal aid and refuge. I refused you. You threatened me.
You can't get Happy. He'll talk.
He's a stupid fool. I'll handle him.
You shoot me and Happy will tell how you dry gulched that homesteader. Poisoned your
But
wife.
I question him. He'll get so mixed up he won't know his own name.
Wait, don't shoot. Give me a chance.
Drop the gun.
Look, the masked man.
You mean...
Move and I'll break your other arm.
Don't shoot again. Don't shoot me. You already got me once.
My arm's broken.
That's how he nailed me.
Todd was going to finish you, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. If you hadn't got him, I'd be a dead pigeon by this time.
Get a doctor. Do something for me. My arm.
I'll do a plenty for you, Todd, you ornery polecat. I'll tell all I know about you. I'll tell enough so the law will stretch your neck.
Bull, listen to me.
Shut up.
That goes for you, too, Bull. I'm taking both of you to the sheriff.
A number of people were in the office of Sheriff Wilson. Several deputies took turns examining a silver bullet.
Yes, sirree, boys. The masked man gave that to me, so I'd know who he was.
Lone Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
My son.
He's the one that rescued Sam while Tonto was taking Happy into custody.
Tonto was in the office as custodian of Happy, and old Sam McCoy was amusing Dan Reed. The old fellow's whiskers were singed, but otherwise he was unharmed. He showed Dan his gratitude by demonstrating a trick. He appeared to pass a penny into one ear and out the other.
Gee, you're good, Sam.
There he is, the man in the mask.
Why, he's got a gun on Lawyer Todd and another fellow.
There are two more prisoners, Sheriff Wilson.
Why, that's Lawyer Todd.
The other one's called Bull. He's Happy's partner. You can file charges of murder against all three.
Murder? See here, mister. Todd's the big spouter in these parts.
Sheriff, I was abducted by this masked man. I demand his immediate arrest.
Well, now, gents, let's get the cards on the table.
Lawyer Todd has had a slick way of covering up his crimes. But these hired killers will turn state's evidence.
Well, Bull?
I know of 3 murders he got away with himself.
Shut up, Bull.
I can tell you where he planted the body.
I'm Bull's attorney. I demand the right to confer privately with him.
You ain't seen me nowhere alone, Todd.
I can't make you talk, Bull. I'll get you out of here on a writ of habeas corpus tomorrow.
You was going to make a corpus out of me not 15 minutes ago.
You better talk for yourself, Todd.
I stand on my constitutional rights.
Looks like you'll need something solider to stand on than that if I put a rope around your neck.
Are you ready to make a full statement, Bull?
Me and Happy will tell everything. We got nothing to lose.
Nope, we got nothing to lose.
What were you doing in the old jail tonight?
The law shark wanted us to take old Sam and toss him in the river. We couldn't open that cell door.
Doggone, it must be true.
What, Sam?
There's a special providence takes care of galoots like me.
And before that, he had us run the Easterner out of town.
What for?
He wanted the jailhouse. Said something about there being a watch in it.
I can add to that. Cash Harper knew about the watch and wanted it.
Must have been a right valuable watch.
Suppose there was a watch. It's gone now.
What's that on your table, Sheriff?
Oh, that one? Oh, I plumb forgot the thing. It's an old timepiece somebody threw away.
Where did it come from?
Out of the old jail. that don't mean nothing. People use the place for a dump.
Who found it?
Well, that boy Dan turned it in for lost property. Oh, but shucks, it's worthless.
It was under a stone in the cell floor.
That isn't the whole story, Dan.
Oh, no, sir. Today I got myself locked up in that cell with a tricky lock. I looked for a loose stone to pound the lock, and only one stone was loose. The watch was beneath it.
Let's see it, Sheriff.
Yeah.
Thanks. The back is engraved with the coat of arms of the House of Orleans.
You mean it was made in New Orleans?
No, it's a symbol of the French nobility. Here, open the case.
You gotta use a jackknife on it. There it comes. There's some scratches inside.
Got a magnifying glass?
Now, right here's one I took from a dead prospector. That sure shows them scratches of it. What's writing?
Read it.
Look by Red Rock, mile west, Salt Creek Bridge. Matt.
I thought so.
What's there?
The $30,000 the Harper gang took from the tabletop bank.
Cut my button. Well, look at Todd. He went down like he was shot.
Now, the shyster just fainted.
Yep, he fainted.
You deputies take care of those prisoners.
Otto, you and Dan get the horses.
Adios, Sam.
Goodbye, son. You saved a mighty worthless life. But, you know, I kind of liked having it saved.
Just a minute. The bank offered a reward for the recovery of that money. 10% of whatever's found.
That'll make $3,000. Turn it over to Sam McCoy.
Sam McCoy?
Lawyer Todd's bid won't stand now, and Sam was the next high bidder.
Oh, sure enough. For $16, he gets what's left of the old jail, this watch, and the bounty from the bank.
Adios, Sam. Sheriff.
Bye. Well, $3,000. Why, with that much money, I can repair the damage the fire did to the jail and have a home and a right handsome library. Maybe 20, 30 books in it.
You'll never read anything like what happened today, Sam.
No, sirree. This here day has been historical. That's what it has. But say, Sheriff, who was that masked man?
Didn't you know? Why, that was the Lone Ranger.
The story you have just heard is a copyrighted feature of the Lone Ranger Incorporated.
You've been listening to the OTR Gold Network. Find more classic radio at otrgold.com.